I'd like to thank everyone for coming today. Especially like to thank MECCA and Dr. Kant for putting on this patriotic event on Memorial Day. The American Legion was founded in 1919 by a group of veterans who were committed to making conditions better for veterans of the Great War that we now call World War I, the war to end all wars, than it had been for veterans of the Civil War and the Spanish-American War. There are really 4 pillars of activities that the American Legion works on, and those are the veterans, national defense, children and youth, and community service. We're looking today at just wanting to remember that this is the most solemn of all our patriotic holidays of Memorial Day. We're honoring those who've given everything in defense of their country. They have, and that's what it's all about today, is honoring those who have died for freedom. I'd like to introduce the incoming commander of American Legion Post 223, a distinguished veteran who has served the post for quite some time. We're gathered here at the American Legion Post 223 War Memorial that lists the names of all those from Killeen who died in defense of our country. Now I'd like to introduce and turn the program over to Tommy Fisher, our incoming commander of American Legion Post 223. Tommy?
I want to thank y'all again for showing up today. With all this heat, with a little wind, we got to cool us off. Most of you know about this monument. It's been here quite a while. Matter of fact, I think we put it up in about 54. And on it has the names of all the freedoms that have died for our freedom. There's 54 names on there. That includes the last 5 that were killed in Iraq and Iran. If you'd like to come up and look to it when this is over with, I appreciate that. On Veterans Day, at November 11th, we'll have a big ceremony down here to honor all of these people. I hope y'all can come back down and see us at that time. Thank you very much.
I'd like to thank both Dan Corbin, new mayor, let's give him a hand as new mayor, City of Killeen, and Tom Fisher, the new commander or incoming commander of the American Legion. Any other, Tom, you want to introduce any of the American Legion members, guests that are here?
Yeah, the main man we have over here, Frank Cerez. He's a past commander. He's the adjutant of the post now and has been. And he's the one that's keeping it running right now. Thank you very much for all of his volunteer work. Thank y'all very much. And Dr. Cott is a great supporter of ours. We couldn't make the noise without him. Thank you again.
Thank you. And I'd like to tell you a little bit about our involvement here. We've been teaching how to play taps from the time that we did this out at the cemetery with the t-shirts we got on. It was an Echo Tap worldwide movement. We've done all of the United States, relatively well funded. We had over 50 tap players out there playing taps together. So we've been teaching it ever since. We had one taps competition about 4 or 5 years ago, and we're still teaching it. So we have 3 upcoming tap players in our band right now. Taps have been used over many, many years as a putting you to sleep song, lights out at night and so on, but it's become memorialized as a symbol of honor for the fallen soldiers. So now it's played at all funerals, many veteran and military functions and so on. So we're trying to keep it alive. We do have different ways to play taps, which we'll talk about probably in Veterans Day. Here there's solar taps as done at West Point. There's taps that's done at Texas A&M. And then there's taps the way the Army does them and so on. So anyway, we were planning a little bit more in the sun and that didn't work out here. So I'd like to say that I'm a little bit touched by this memorial and that I was in Korea for 2 years and this kind of sun was nothing. We slept in tents for 2 years during the winter and during the summertime and worked as engineers building roads and bridges. So I'm used to the heat, I'm used to the cold. So anyway, we'll get on with the patriotic singing part. The band has been working on this patriotic music for a while, so now we are available to the community for patriotic type programs. So Sabrina and Samantha, would you come here? Thank you, Tom. Dan, get out of the hot sun. Come here. Here are the sing-along sheets. They'll pass out to not the band members, but to anybody else. Give one to Sabrina. Pass them out to anybody sitting around. Go. Anybody in a chair or sitting there. The first song we have worked on is You're a Grand Old Flag. And thanks to some of the news media we have here. So let's sing good and play good. As soon as we get the music sheets handed out. And the other song that we've worked on besides Star-Spangled Banner, which we already played, is a military medley. So at that point, would maybe like to have those in the Army, which are probably going to be most of us, stand up. If there are any Navy people here or Air Force people, at that point you're welcome to stand up so that we know who you are. So we'll play the Army song first, as the order in which they came from 1976 on. So the Army, the Navy, the Marine Corps, and then the Air Force was the last one. It used to be the Army Air Corps back in World War II. Yeah, give him one. And give him back to me. Don't bother him. Just lay it on the table. Put it under something. And do we have any singers here? Lead singers? Jack? No, Jack's got a lead on the instrument. I'm going to have to come up here and do the singing. Are we all handed out? Girls, let's go. Let's go, Grand Old Flag. Well, you're going to play, aren't you? Or are you going to sing? Okay, sit down, get ready.